Hello friends, we're here for part 2 of my recent Tohoku trip. Last time we explored a bit of Miyagi Prefecture and I was based in Sendai for most of it. This time we're in Yamagata Prefecture. The first place I wanted to visit was a mountain temple called Yamadera. It's famously known for its 1,000 steps to the top. From Sendai, you can take the Senzan line directly there. The line goes between Sendai and Yamagata stations. From the Sendai side, it'll be about 1 hour and 15 minutes to Yamadera station. Plan accordingly because the trains only come every hour or so. Before the trip, I visited a local thrift shop and picked up some snow boots. They're not essential, but it will make the journey a bit easier as the snow is heavy in this area. It was very early in the morning, so the streets were quiet. There's a hotel if you plan on staying, and if you want to do a whole day there are also plenty of shops and restaurants as well. None of those things were open super early in the morning, though. Winter is also more quiet, naturally.
Apparently it's 1,000 steps, not apparently, officially, it's 1,000 steps to get up there, but like, holy shit. What am I getting myself into? I'm alone, so if I get injured or die, no one's gonna be there to find my body. Maybe the monks can save me. Good luck to me.
So as you could see, I was a little bit nervous about going up because I didn't know how the conditions would be and there wasn't anyone else around. Spoiler alert though, it was totally fine. So for some history before we get on the trail, Yamadera was built over 1,000 years ago in the year 860. Yamadera translates to mountain temple. The official name is Rishakuji. There's not just one temple to see though, it's a whole complex and there are a lot of things to see on the way up. Many of the original structures were rebuilt due to wartime destruction in the 16th century. We're still not on the trail yet, by the way. This is all pretty much ground level. But anyway, 1,000 steps does sound pretty intimidating, but it should only take about 20 to 30 minutes to reach the top, though if you're taking pictures and enjoying your surroundings, it might take a little longer. In the winter, the steps can be very snowy and icy, so that might also add some time. To fully enjoy the area, I'd recommend staying at least a couple hours.
I've never been inside an igloo. That's cool.
It's the way to the toilet.
Let's go.
Oh, it's not that bad. Yet.
My gloves are just in my pocket, but I'm too lazy. Oh my god. Okay. Oh. This is so embarrassing. Please, how am I so sweaty right now? Oh my gosh. Look at it. The girl that was in front of me before, she just gave up and turned around. But I've made it this far. I can't give up. I put my camera in my pocket, I put on my gloves, and I crawled. And it was worth it. I'm still not there, but it was worth it.
I'm pretty sure this is only the halfway point, but one of the monks was shoveling the steps and told me it was too dangerous to keep climbing up at that moment, so sadly I gave up because I had other things planned that day. Womp womp womp. I think by the late morning and afternoon though, it was more clear, hopefully. I also read that some of the halls are closed in winter, so when I saw this part, I assumed I wouldn't be able to walk past the hall to the observation deck. I was wrong, kind of. The hall was closed, but there's another staircase right next to it. So yeah, I didn't read well enough, or else I would have known that. Looks like I need to go back. And now, let's slide.
This is not meant to be a slide, but now it is. This doesn't seem so bad now.
So, on another fine day, I checked out of my hotel in Sendai and made my way back to Yamagata to see a couple friends in Nagai City. If you missed the previous video, I was using the 5-day JR Tohoku Pass, which allows you to take unlimited rides on Shinkansen, local JR trains, and some JR buses. The pass was 20,000 yen, and very worth it. To get to Nagai, I took a couple Shinkansens and a local train. When I got on the train, I realized I had 3 to 5 minutes between all of my transfers. I did make all the trains, but boy oh boy, it was intense running for all of them, and I was sweating my booty off yet again. The train that goes to Nagai is called the Flower Line, and each train has different types of flowers on it. How cute. These tiny local 1 or 2 train cars are my favorite. When I arrived and met up with my friends, we just took it easy and hung out because the following day was going to be another big adventure. Where to? Well, we were on our way to see the infamous snow monsters on Mount Zao. In Japanese, they're called Juhyo, which means frost-covered trees. I would recommend getting this pass that gets you round-trip bus tickets from Yamagata Station to Zao Onsen and round-trip tickets on the ropeway. It costs 4,500 yen, and it'll save you 500 yen compared to buying each individual ticket. If you're traveling with more than just yourself, that 500 yen really adds up. Notice how the day started off really sunny and bright. On Twitter, Zao Ski Lift was reporting perfect conditions, but the weather was quickly taking a turn for the worst. That's a little dramatic. Or is it? The ropeway is actually in 2 parts, which I didn't realize until I was on it. For the first leg, we got some really nice views as we went up. The ride was surprisingly long, and the mountain was way taller than I expected, but I don't know, maybe it just felt that way because I couldn't really see my surroundings. The higher we went, though, the less we could see. It's actually pretty insane what you can see on a clear day. This was cool too, though. The second ropeway is at what I assume is the halfway point. You're free to explore that area, and people were also skiing and snowboarding from there as well. The cars for this part were much sturdier, and the machine, the cogs and everything, I don't know, it looked like it could handle a lot. And it did. I'm gonna be honest with you, this was terrifying. A huge blizzard was approaching, and we couldn't see anything except for what was right in front of us, and the ropeway was really silent except for the howling winds. We were just being taken up into oblivion. As soon as we got out, they started making announcements for everyone to come back quickly because this part of the ropeway would shut down soon due to the weather.
But we can't go.
It was easier going down because I had a better idea of how much time it would take. I sound calm now, but it was scary going up, especially if you're afraid of heights. And wind. We were going up and up into nothingness, and the wind was so intense. We did get out at the halfway point. It seemed to be okay in that area. Lots of people were still skiing and snowboarding, and the music was blasting like one big old party. But I can't let you hear the music because of copyright. So listen to this.
It's crazy what a difference there is down here compared to all the way at the top. Like the wind is not so strong, it's actually enjoyable.
Yeah,
It's not as cold. I spoke too soon. It's come for us.
You can also see some snow monsters at this level. They're huge. There's a whole forest of fir trees up there, and the reason they turn into snow monsters is because of a rare natural phenomenon. The combination of heavy snow and strong Siberian winds leads to ice and snow being trapped in the trees. You can see the snow monsters between late December and early March, but their peak is usually in February. For intermediate skiers and snowboarders, you can even take a course down the mountain where you're riding or skiing alongside the snow monsters. That sounds really cool. Maybe one day I'll get to that level. I would first have to actually try snowboarding though. Anyway.
Oh, my hand's cold. Let's try one more time.
It's white! Oh,
Yeah, yours is like
it's
that
like
too.
on my hat.
Your hat is like growing ice.
I'm the snow monster. There are kids everywhere.
The following day, the blizzard was in full swing, and I didn't do much besides try and make it back to Sendai. So that's where I'll leave you for now. Next up, we're going to learn about kendama and chat with my friend Shelby, who went from teaching on jet to managing a kendama shop in the countryside. We also get to tour the factory with the CEO. So thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye!